Hello, dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. Dear students, today we are going to start chapter number 7 named Packing from the book Beehive. The chapter is written by Jerome K. Jerome. Dear students, here you can see the portrait of the author. Jerome K. Jerome was an English writer and humorist, best known for the comic travelogue Three Men in a Boat. Other works include the essay collections Idle Thoughts of an Idle Fellow and Second Thoughts of an Idle Fellow, Three Men on the Bummel, a sequel to Three Men in a Boat, and several other novels. Dear students, now let's talk about the summary of the chapter. The narrator of the story is Jerome, and he was proud of his packing skills. He was supposed to go on a trip with his friends George and Harris. He told them to leave the whole matter of packing to himself. Okay, here packing means packing the things that they needed for the trip, and to which they readily agreed. Who are they? George and Harris. George sat on the easy chair and Harris cocked his legs on the table and watched Jerome to do the packing. But this wasn't what Jerome wanted. When he said that he wanted to do all the packing himself, what he meant was that he was willing to be in charge of everything and direct his friends to work efficiently under his supervision. He was really pissed at them. Pissed at means annoyed with them for just sitting about watching him work. Okay, here them means George and Harris. It was uncomfortable for Jerome to just sit idle and see another person work alone. His energetic nature made him want to get up and so pretend. When Jerome packed the bag, Harris pointed out that Jerome had forgotten to pack the boots. So he had to open the bag again and pack his boots in, and just he was going to close it, he doubted if he had packed his toothbrush. Whenever he would be about to travel, he would get nightmares of forgetting to pack his toothbrush. Then he would wake up and go on to hunt for it. Okay? Hunt means search. Then in the morning he would pack it before he used it, and then he had to unpack again to get it and would repack, forgetting to put the toothbrush in again. Then he had to rush upstairs to fetch it. He always ends up carrying the toothbrush wrapped up in his pocket handkerchief. As usual, Jerome had to search the whole bag. He found George and Harris' toothbrushes 18 times over, but he couldn't find his own toothbrush. At last, he found it inside a boot and he had to repack once more. After he was done, George asked him if the soap was in, but Jerome was so exhausted that he just didn't seem to care. But after he strapped the bag again, he noticed that he had packed his spectacles inside and he had to open the bag again. Finally, he finished packing at 10:05 p.m. and now George and Harris decided to pack the food hampers. George and Harris started by showing that they were better than Jerome at packing. Jerome was excited to see how they would proceed. As he anticipated means expected, they started with breaking a cup. Means as soon as they started packing the bag, they just broke a cup. Then Harris accidentally squashed a tomato by placing strawberry jam on top of it, and then he had to pick out the tomato with a teaspoon. Moreover, George stepped on the butter. Now it was Jerome's turn to sit back and watch them, which irritated them. They stepped on things, put things behind them, and then they were unable to find them when they needed them. They put the pie at the bottom and put heavy things on top of it, which ended up ruining the pies. They poured salt all over the place and did wonders with the butter. George got the butter stuck to his slippers. After he got it off his slippers, they attempted to put it in the kettle, but it wouldn't go in. Then they put it down on a chair, but Harris sat on it, and the butter stuck to his back. Then they went around looking for it. After a lot of searching, George discovered that it was at the back of Harris the whole time, and finally they packed it in the teapot. And then their pet dog Montmorency came into the scene only to add to the commotion. Add to the commotion means he came and he just enhanced their difficulties. Montmorency was a naughty dog whose aim in life was to create hurdles and get scolded. Okay? It was only when he was screamed at that he felt that his day had not been wasted. Okay, so just when things were ready to be packed, he came into the room and sat on them. Whenever Harris or George extended their hand for anything, Montmorency made it a point that they reach for his nose. He put his leg into the jam, disorganized the teaspoons, and after uncountable obstacles and tremendous efforts, finally the packing was done at 12:50 and Harris sat on the hamper hoping that nothing was broken. George consoled himself and Harris by saying that if anything was found broken, then it would be because it was already broken. They all were ready for bed and decided to wake up at the past 6:30. George was already asleep by then, so George and Jerome placed the bath where he could tumble into on getting up in the morning and went to bed themselves. So, dear students, that was the summary of the chapter Packing. I hope you would have enjoyed it. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.